looking at dark and light. We're starting brand new from the very beginning. We're going to choose our faction, so to speak, or race. It does appear that these would be the elves, the humans, and the dwarfs. And yeah, I'll go elf here. And I don't care too much about most of my stuff, but I do care about maybe doing some color here. A little take forever. Here, there we go. Size, height, that. There. Here. Color. I think it's like 82 or 83. Like 81 looks nice and bright. So we'll go with that. We'll have our eyes match that as well. And facial. Something like that. Really quick. A lot of these look like dwarf dudes, and then the other one is just, that's what we're going with right there. Get the stash. Then, guess that's the best thing we can do. Start the game, give our creature a name. Alright, might take a minute to load. The load times are a little long, but I believe it's worth it. It's a giant map that loads, and if you can handle the graphics, they're up there. They're, maybe not the best in the world or anything, but they're very satisfactory. In fact, I have to play with mine down quite low because I just can't handle it. So as we start here, we're in a city. It's a little safe zone. Kind of the point of these little crafting survival games is a lot of maybe just punching things right at first. So just keep your punch on and keep running around. Make sure you don't just run into an actual NPC or player. Accidents happen, but try not to. I'm playing on solo right now. You can definitely host your own server or play online with others. Alright, well, we need to go along to the quests here and listen to what they have to offer.
First, you must learn to harvest what you need from your surroundings in order to survive.
Faster.
Find some bushes, trees, or even some barrels and strike them to gather useful items.
Any way that we can possibly do that will be very helpful. So we're just running around collecting items, and now it actually wants us to do the crafting. So we can come into our inventory here and just go for a single light. Very nice, very basic. You really need to, build yourself up. Oh, we want to put this on our utility belt, and then we can use it out here in the open. And when I'm in the open world, I like to use an actual controller and the dual joysticks to look around and move. And in the menus, you can use a mouse and keyboard, which just makes the crafting and flying through those a lot faster. So yeah, just keep the punch around, back into our inventory, press the right button, and we craft our first axe. We're going to live by this. From the start, definitely want health and stamina. Stamina is going to be super important just because everything will be, in a sense, based off of it. Not everything, but just about. And the more stamina you have, the longer you'll be able to do it without having to rest or take a breath, so to speak.
All right.
We put it on our slot, but we did not equip it. Now that we have it, let's run around and try to get what it wants us to get. All right, we've got our wood, and soon we'll have some stone over here. So we do want to stay inside here for some time, just to grab a little bit of idea, get some of these craftable items unlocked for us. All right, some berries, which we should have. And otherwise, we can go out there in the wild. There is any number of monsters, and really per se their level, which is more scary, could come at us. Unlock staff knowledge, probably just from chopping trees, where we get our staff knowledge. And like I say, we're not going to run into maybe the hardest creatures of the game right when we leave this village, although I think the meteorite is over there and may run into some. Pretty hard. Even like a sheep, or I'm trying to think of what the other actual names are of them, but even like a sheep level 100 could come out at you, and it's not going to kill you, but it's going to be a little tough.
Good day.
And that's just an example. You know, there are other things that will engage you in combat more, and could just be over level 100. An owl could come at you, you know, a level 119 or 20 or something, or 12, and just wreck you, because one, you don't see it, you don't know how to respond, and two, it's just that high of a level. So might have to watch out for that. That's why we want to stay in here. All right, we built up our staff and added up our gem, or our staff head there, which is the drain spell. This is how you'll gather magic shards really easily from just about anything that's harvestable that you can point at. And we're already done with that, so we may have collected enough flowers in our process. It looks like we have just enough. Gonna hit our level again. And I think she said eat 5 of them. Oh, I got some more or something. Maybe it was only 3 and then they gave you some. Alright, back to our melee knowledge. This will
simply
level
by
up
watching
attack
nature.
rocks. Pressing that weird button. There's my run button. We should see that, you know, the skill is showing up in the bottom left there. And that's going to be very vital as we level up. Now, just about anything you do will give you extremely small amount of experience, so that will go towards your overall level. However, following the skills and the ranks that kind of guide you, the tasks I should say will guide you through those, will help, and those are going in and out depending on whatever level you are. I wanted us to do these 2 items. I'm going to go for the pickaxe first. It looks like I have enough for both. Otherwise I would have done the sword first. And these 2 items I think are very important. Obviously you'll get ore from a pickaxe when you mine, but that's not what I care about. It's twine. And twine in the beginning
How are you today?
is very useful, and if you don't use the right tool to gather it, you could really spend some wasted time. That's the stakes that I dropped. Now that we have our pickaxe, it should be a little more efficient as we start chopping through rock, I mean. And our ratios will be different depending on what item we hit it with, what tool we hit it with. It's getting dark, so let's cast our light again. Nice magical trick to just keep you alive and work at night, since sleep is usually not an issue in a lot of these games. It depends on the importance that they weigh. In this one, we can get around just about everything with sleep, so we can just work through the night, which is nice. Okay, we have more than enough sulfur, so now we'll take the pickaxe and go towards the tree. That will almost purely give us twine, maybe occasionally some wood. And so the pickaxe will be great. The sword can also get us some twine if you hit a tree, but it's just less likely to balance a little bit more between twine and wood. Alright, now it wants us to just go up to level 5 so we can kind of be free. Well, as we're using the sword, I see that that's leveling up our survival and our range, and all of a sudden we just got water magic from something. Do what you can running through here. There's not an overabundance of everything, but all of this bush can be taken down with the sword. It's nice and easy, and just running around here for a second or two will level Okay, we've got a lot of stuff on this. We've also unlocked a bunch and leveled up, so hit our health and our stamina. You may even want to switch maybe into attack a little bit. Down here, I think I'm going to solely stay on stamina for a while. Weight could always be helpful, but you're able to manage it with magic. So it's up to you if you feel that it's completely useless or if you still want to dump some points into it. It can help later when you start having heavier armor. And then, food and water just means that you can go longer before it'll hit 0. Focus will be handy, but we also are leveling that up small amounts as we go, unlike food and water. So we'll see. We'll see what we decide. Let's definitely make a campfire, because that, again, is going to be one of the very basic survival items needed. So we can use it to make food. Looking over and checking our tasks. While we're waiting to level up to 5, we have a different one that we could possibly use. Let's talk about harvesting twine. So let's hit that. That will be easy and we can take care of it. Back to the pickaxe and the tree. You will be spending a lot of time just, punching trees, so to speak. Going away and doing the grind. And that's fine, get it done in the beginning, get it out of the way. Before I go any further, I see my sword actually broke. I never want to have my pickaxe and my sword broken at the same time. So make sure you can repair one without the other, because either one will gather the items needed for the other. Okay, unlock range crafting. Let's see how far we are. Basically there. And that hits it. Let's see if it gives us another task. Get something to craft. These will be very handy. So we get a little bit more wood, because it will allow us to collect hides off the animals. I'm cleaning a whole lot with the axe, so that means that I'm not really wanting to use the axe on trees right now. It's not going to be the most efficient method for experience. You'll get it, but it's not going to be the best. Alright, put that on our tool belt. We already equipped them, pull them out, there we go, that's all done. No more, another task has popped up. Looks like it wants us to
Don't forget, sulfur comes from rocks as well. With a pickaxe in hand, you can harvest enough sulfur from rocks and glean the secret of fire magic.
So just make sure you have your pickaxe out. And you do want to get to fire magic at some point, so this will help us get there. And yeah, just make sure that you do have the stone word to pop up, otherwise it's just part of the landscape or so in the background. Let's see, that looks like we have first rain. We just need to go to the second rain. None of this will allow me to hit it. And you'll have an eye really fast over what will be harvestable ore and what is just landscape. And that looks like it is. And let's just hope there's enough of it. We really want to avoid kind of going out as we can, but there's definitely going to be a point where inside the town it's just not supplying us with anything we really need. And some of the best ways to get experience in here would be to take out high-level, high-ranked monsters, or even high-level, low-ranked monsters at our level.
What can I do for you?
Running out of rock, though, so we're really going to have to keep our eyes open. And all of this copper that we get very rarely now, which hopefully down the road we'll have a much higher chance to get better axes and better deposits. So we want to save that copper ore and use that. It's going to help us into our next weapons. It's going to help us with a few unique items too, that if we save it now, we'll probably have close to enough when it comes time. Versus it comes time and then you're all like, oh, I have none of these ingredients. I need to go find them now. I usually tend to have over 3/4 of what I need by the time it comes. get experience for the fire magic. We're starting to get heavy on our weight here. I think we're a little far away from being able to cast or craft a chest. Got a little attack there. Oh yeah, we're definitely. I have some spears for one of our rewards. I think we can make them too. So let's have those. Spears another handy weapon, depending on what animal is hitting us, or depending on what item we might want to harvest off an animal. Alright, If I drop the item, it's going to just...
What can I do for you?
If I drop all the rocks, then we're just going to lose them in a few minutes. And it's kind of disappointing to do that. Well, I'm just thinking, let's try to... all these vendors are going to want and sell different things. But let's see if we can speak with a vendor.
Ha!
And see what they want. So this one wants twine. I guess we could unload a bunch of that. A little bit of gold. But gold will take up room in your
How are you
inventory
today?
as well. But this way we can at least not have to waste things. And you can also craft.
Right.
I would definitely suggest crafting a few of them for some of the things, because you will, if it's the right timing and level and skill rank, all that fun stuff, you will get experience for doing so. If you're crafting an item that you don't get,
What can I
that
do
won't
for you?
work, then you might not get any experience, and it'll just be slowing you down. All right, so we're gonna have to go out and find some rock. So I'm gonna eat some food first. I'm getting a little hungry. And deciding if I want to do like more throwing away. That was. Oh, alright. Yeah, let's venture out. I feel the weight we have, so craft. Let's just drop the fireplace right here. It's a few units of weight not in our inventory. And I guess we could put some wood in it. And that helps a touch, but it's really all that stone that I'm carrying. Probably would have been better just to make some stone knives, stone throwing knives. Still would have had them.
What can I do for you?
Yeah, I'm just gonna split it and drop it now that I think about it, because I don't want to start heading out into the wilderness with full inventory. That just doesn't make sense. There's some more rocks here, so we can still maybe get closer. And there it is. Now we can make fire magic. So back to the crafting. Make sure that we actually get our fireball and not our rune of warmth. So we need more magic shards. You can hit those barrels. Almost every barrel will give you some coins and maybe like a piece of food or fruit or something. If you need some coins here or there, the barrels are a great way to add up and then get what you need. Okay, that should be more than enough. There, it's unlocked now. And just a nice healthy balance. So our reward is that we get the ice bolt head as well. I'm going to put this on here. The ice bolt I'm going to hold. I'm not going to use that. But we will want the fireball staff. Venturing out into the wilderness now, which is pretty much what we have to do. I'm not positive if you would even find a creature inside of town. And I know the guards, if a creature comes close to them, they'll shoot and take it out. So it's forcing us out into the wilderness now. And we feel like we should be ready. We've got armor from rewards. We have our staff here. Oops, take it off. Put our firebolt on. And then we equip our staff. Either way works, doesn't matter. And now we can sense fire damage. Keeping an eye on the scenery and the view of everything, if we may want to make a little safety shack or a little hideout. Seems okay. There's not a whole lot of water. We still need to go over there, but you're plenty close for it, even by foot traffic means. And there's really, it looks almost more like more bush than tree, but there's still a healthy amount of tree for us to grab wood and twine and then grass so we could do the starts of our straw village. Now that is going to mess me up if it sees me. Let's just hope I can run from it. Let's just hope I can keep running. I can take it back to the guards, and the guards hit it, they may kill it, and I can still live. Just what I mean, you don't know what you're going to run into, you don't know how far it's going to be outside of the safety village. And you just have to deal with it. You know, that's how it is. So I see that they're shooting. The thing was really close. I wouldn't have made it much further. I could already see it in that camera angle. Well, I died because I stood in the way of her arrow, it looks like. I think center square is where I start. And that's kind of shameful, even though I did not die. I don't want to say I played it cool, but I didn't die from both creatures that were chasing me down. I managed to somehow just stand in front of her shot and died. And they will kill you. If you're aggressive towards them, they will. Let's take everything back and get ready. The nice thing is we have these creatures here now. So let's, oops, I would rather have here, and you can look at what's on them. Take all of that. Those are really nice items. Oops, wrong button. And now with the dagger, we can get hide, lots of hide. We need lots and lots of hide. That's awesome. I think we need like 30 pieces or more. So to get it off of one is awesome. Same thing here. We'll just check it first. Nothing there. This thing will probably have more meat. So let's try to switch more to an axe. Oh, and it's going to give us rotten meat. And I think we leveled up from something. From harvesting and collecting. Alright, well, we hit level 5, so we do have the other quests available. Just want to check on some. I know I picked up the rotten. That's done. I don't want that. That may have even just rotted from what was in my inventory. Alright. Most of my equipment, nothing really took too much damage. It was really early. It was a very poor, sad death. Things happen. Prime example of why you need to be super careful when you're out there. Oh, I guess I already finished the level 5 quest there. It was super easy. So now we pretty much just have to wait till level 8. I don't want to say that there are slow pockets or anything in here. You just need to know what to do so you can level up. Light magic's not going to level us up. Dark magic's not going to level us up. Water will. And let's check where that. We'll get fruit, so if we find berries, it's absolutely helpful to do that. And then we can start crafting this once that hits level 1. It's a very helpful healing rune. Pretty much berries is what it looks like. And then let's see. I don't think we have the ability to craft this yet. It's a little early for alchemy. But we'll keep our eye out for that so we can jump into it. Enchanting, we can, and this may level up somewhat decent for us at this level. We just need to go pull magic shards out of trees. In here, our survival will come from just collecting anything, but our melee and our ranged is all off. So, this is going to be harvesting meat, cooking and crafting food items. Yeah, mostly meat. This one we can do some berries, which will be vegetarian or non-meat. And then we'll have to do some building as well, and that'll help. So those are the few things that we can do right now to level up. Most of the rest of the stuff will just give us our very basic static bonus. So I know there were a few things like in the bush and stuff. Berries are not going to be the best to collect by sword. You'll get a better collection by hand. This guy, though, low level, super easy to kill. Probably won't have much on him in actual inventory. Everything has kind of two things about it. It has like an inventory that you can search on it, that it may hold some items or useful things. And then it also has what you can harvest from it. Definitely want that. We get so much more hide off of this than we would meat or bones. And hide is what's going to definitely be very handy soon. Hey, water's actually already getting low, so let's hit that. Super easy, just to hit the drink button, and that fills up fast. Food takes a little bit longer as you eat it, and you consume it to fill the meter back up. Just keeping an eye. I hate that she keeps telling me to go to the quest screen, because the only ones that should be available are at the top, and there's nothing. Yeah, back to really what helps me through these few levels. Another one. Just take it while you can. It's right there. If you want, there's a ton of them. You can even use your sword. It won't be as effective as the knife, but you'll still get some off of them. Oh no, you'll get fur and meat actually instead. So, it was right in front of me. Okay, though, I wouldn't mind a little bit of meat right now because of that, and the fur I think will go as well. See, all of that really helped. Anyways, even if you don't see a creature and you're not as lucky as I was, just keep running through, swinging your axe, making sure you don't run into anything dangerous. But there's so much bush here, and depending on where it is, my stamina was low. Depending on where you are, there are parts that are a lot more dense than others, and you could just be flying through like a dense forest, and all of this bush will just be super packed. So that's why I really like to just walk around or run around per se, swinging. You do have to watch your stamina and your weight, but you gain so much, and it triggers so many of the little skills or ranks that you need to level up in these lower levels. Just double checking, so we can craft a few of these. I want to hold off though, because I know in the cooking portion when we do it, I think it'll have us craft some of those. I think that's coming up maybe closer to level 8. Oh, well. Oh, the magic shard enchanting. Let's double check how that is going to go. I know that was fire. There we go. This would work. Let's see how well this wants to level up. We're actually getting 3 things out of this, so that's kind of nice. Oh, I see the straw, the twine and the wood is helping us for those. And it's slow and time consuming. But that's how it goes. Actually, pretty, So you'll see, it just takes us a little time, and crafting will definitely help, but we have to make sure that you craft the exact items. I like the kind of idea of this, and then getting the berries. And we're so lucky to keep running across these low-level little rabbit creatures. And if you need to crouch to get a better, I think with the owls I tend to crouch, it helps a little bit more. Oh, looking around and seeing, trying to decide what to do with all of the weight that's in your inventory. Stone is a lot. I think we'll just split that and then drop some and call her good for now. I go back and forth on whether I want stone or wood. Kind of depends on how you're building and crafting. So, and ultimately for me, it's just that the stone weighs more. Once you get I hear something. Once you get a treasure chest, though, it should be a different story. And then you can just craft those. What level is this? 9 is probably going to be a little hard still. Let's get ready and do what we can, though. Try to get as best prepared. Alright, maybe overtake if we know how to hit. Let's see, the fire is just so useful because of the damage over time on it. And we just, like anything, go for our hide, and we'll collect a few other things in the meantime, which will be useful. All of it we want to hold: fur, hide, special hide, rare hide. Might be a while before you use the special the uncommon or rare hide. But still have them, because then you don't have to start hunting and looking for monsters later. And save them. Don't try to waste them on useless crafting, or I wouldn't say useless, but maybe small crafting that you think will help your leveling up. But instead it might end up making your forge. Okay, I have no idea where all these sheep came from. They're going down. I don't want them to do it. Alright, well, we'll just go harvest. Do what we can off of them. And soon, before you know it, you'll be leveled up a little bit more. It does seem to go a little bit slow between 5 and 8. It's kind of when you're just waiting for tasks, and more so, I think, personally, if you're new, you're figuring out how to play, you're figuring out your best ways, you're learning the map, getting used to everything. So that does go slower until you've done it a bunch of times and just know how to maximize your time through it. Let's check. We'll give us some stuff now. We'll just go and hit as many features as we can really close. Hit the stone as well, but I want to hold off. And I feel the weight from this wood already causing problems. It's probably a really good time for you to start branching away, finding what might allow you to be that next step, or where you might build your first house or safe zone. And it doesn't have to be far by any means. Especially the further you go and the longer you're away, the more likely you are to be taken over by something that could kill you. Just trying to decide what I want to do here really quick. Let's craft one of these to see. Will that give me any experience towards that leveling? No. But I'll craft 2 more and just drop them. That'll eat up some of the wood that's in my hand. I don't care about dropping staffs. Alright, let's just find our next tree. And just keep an eye on the durability. I'm actually about to break in a second here. So don't want to drop like all of your wood or all of your twine on rock, because then you might not have it to actually make the next or to repair the tool you're using. Let's go in there. Let's go ahead and hit some rock and see. And even with the sulfur and the copper, that wasn't giving me anything out of the ordinary. Double check my weight again. I'm going to split that again. And where's the wood? Let's do... Oh, it takes one magic shard. It is one of the cheapest and easiest items to create. Our light magic was done. So I'm just going to do it so that it'll give me the micro experience. But and then I'll just be able to drop them and get it out of my inventory, so I don't have to worry about the weight. It is, you know, you just have to find out what is going to synergize the best for you. There's a good level up. Let's hit these real quick. I think I still want more health so I can be taking attacks, and I definitely need more stamina. Eat some food, that'll help. I could always and should do this to help with some of my weight and everything. Okay. Let's go here and build a fire pit. We'll actually use it this time rather than just place it and run away from it. It's already on my belt, so I don't have to hit it. And then I have to go into its inventory, place something that we want for firewood. Ooh, actual wood will work. You may want to split it and keep some on your own, but we're about to hit a bunch of trees, so I'm not worried. And our meat to cook, so let's light the fire and craft all of that to go. And that are 2 more pieces of uncommon meat, because they will definitely expire and go bad before we have any recipe to use them with. And our berries, I don't think we've unlocked the knowledge yet. Nope, we still need some more time than that. So we'll exit our menu here and just go hit this next tree. Keep our eye. I don't want twine, I want wood. There may be a time when you want twine so that it goes more for the steam work or the straw work or so. But I do want the axe still right now because we're gaining the survival offhand, all the other ones. These little trees you can get to. And while my survival is so close, I just like to kind of finish that out. Hopefully maybe gathering a few other items here and there to help out. These little guys last almost as long as just a full-grown tree, if not the same, and just offer you a little less. But I think I tend to get a little more food off of them. It's questionable, but it seems like it. And nice. Get that right up, and there is the small chest. And the mortar and pedestal on the grill. All of this is now coming together, and it's working out. So, our first chest, we're just going to plop it down right here. I don't care about, there's no other players, and even then you can still put a pin code on it to lock it, so hopefully nobody can get in. The real issue is that out here in the wilderness, theoretically a monster could come by and attack it, destroy it, and you lose all of your items. I'm not going to worry about that though. I just want it to basically put wood, stone, maybe some twine, and grass straw in there, so that it's not sitting on me, dealing and causing extra weight, slowing me down. Okay, we'll put it right here by the fire so it's nice and easy to find. And it's up to you. I don't really want to put anything valuable in this chest because there's still that small chance. Flowers are not doing much. Grass is not doing much right now. I'll split the twine twice so that the smaller is staying on me just in case I need to repair anything. Grass. Yeah, a lot of this. It is weight I would like to take off of me, but I kind of want to hold on a little bit longer. Wood, though, I definitely want off. Mixed feelings. The more weight I have off, the better. But it's not a safe, secure chest. Well, that'll give me plenty enough weight to go about just a little bit of activity here. Wax away. Let's pull that back out. We're still getting a decent amount of experience. A lot of different skills are popping up. That's what I really like about this. When you see something that's triggering like 4 different ranks or skills to pop up at a time, stay there and finish. You're getting a great reward, and all of those are getting closer and closer to leveling up to give you some bonus. Plus, as they level up, most of them will give you a new ability or something to craft, which then just makes everything easier and more enjoyable. There's a lot to this game that we really can't even experience until out of rock, twine, or wood. Might have been all the rock. Probably not rock. Probably not twine then. So let's check about wood. A decent amount of wood. Wood and twine kind of back and forth. Still just low on. Yeah, well, if you don't know what you're missing, you come in here and highlight it. It's straw that we're missing. That makes sense, I guess. So we have to just go back here and pull out our straw really quick. We did deposit it. I think that was what I was talking about, that we didn't want to deposit an item that we may use to have to repair. And we still managed to do it, but oh well. That back, we should get more. Oh, we are not even on the chest. Because you have to switch back and forth between your inventory to craft and the chest to pull stuff out. It's alright, we manage. And go back. I already forgot where I believe it was here. Trying to get things like our offhand, our range, cooking. Let's see if like running through the field will be a little better. Almost 3 constantly, which is nice. Oh, probably hit a tree or something. And I find myself a lot of times, yeah, we've already started to clear that section out now. I'm swinging around. I mean, instead of just walking down the path, you may as well go down the side of the path like this and just swinging your sword, collecting everything you can. 'Cause why not? All right. Our animals burnt out our food and water almost below and done, so let's see what we can do about this. There's a bunch of food for us. We can drop out ones we don't care. We'll hold the charcoal for later. They'll be useless for that. And we can go right over there after we eat for some fresh water. Oh, we'll call that good. And we don't have to do a whole lot of food or other things to get going. The focus is low. We could eat some leaves. Soon we should have the ability to make a little like focus potion. And at one point we'll be able to make a bedroll or so we could sleep if we want. And I just use that. I think actually I think we get it as reward. I don't think it requires us to make it. Broke my sword. Well, let me go around punching. Hopefully punching the bushes may give me more berries than if I do it with the sword. Don't quote me though. There's some berries finally. And I'm just not liking it. There's a decent amount of bushes. They're just not, touching each other. They seem to be a little spread out for some reason. Whereas, like, if we were in a forest, they may just be dense and dense. I don't know about that. Maybe the sword was working a little better at this point, even though I'm not going to be collecting as many berries. And yeah, with your bare hands, I don't think you'll get the field flowers. So it's a trade-off. It just depends on what tool or lack of tool you use. It should hopefully go back to our chest and start making it. Definitely hold a lot of wood twine straw. Wood twine straw. I don't think any rocks so that we can build our first house. Let's see what we have again here. Get out of the fire. All right. Just unloading so that everything's a lot lighter. My sword is about to break really quick. I need wood and stone. Actually, I should be able to put that up, hit this, and repair. There we go. So much, and I can't even do so much of it either, which is a little annoying. Okay. With that done, let's look into getting ready for, we do need to make one of these. We just need 50 stone, but let's wait until it actually tells us to make one. So that we can just get the experience then and no wasted materials for having to make a second one. So it looks more like, foundation. So it's going to be straw, twine, and wood. And we want to find, actually, let's try it here with the storage. Wood, twine, and straw. And craft time. 4 of those. Let's see, yes, how did us right there? Got leveled our rank up. You can do a straw wall now. Alright. And we have a door we can do. And the door. Let's see, I think that was all of it, right? I can make them now, so I'll go. Looks like it just showed up. We'll dump that in. Oh, jeez. Uh-oh, that's bad news. Oh, yeah, that's bad. But this guy, we want him dead. We totally want to go after this thing, and hopefully the guards will help us get him. On the side that I was on... Oh, what was that? Okay, on the side that I was on, I didn't think... they came over here. I thought it was the other side of town they come to. or at least the other side of this lake. I thought they were way over there or something. At least down there, and more popular at night or so. But yeah, you just never know when something's going to come after you. Keeps you on your toes. Make sure you don't have your back to them, which I totally did. Caught me kind of with my pants down. Level 16 doesn't seem hard. Definitely higher than me. I'm only 6 right now. Not sure how much our fire magic will do to it. So that will definitely be a test to seeing how strong it is. And the problem is that I run too far down. I was hoping that I would pass my fireplace and see. I don't remember putting it this far down. Where did it all go? Yeah, there's my body. Okay, but monsters don't always disappear unless that one's choosing to. Huh. Well, grab my stuff. I'm all good. I really haven't lost too much. Looks like probably just some damage to my equipment, but nothing broke. A bunch of food in me. Shouldn't even really have this window up right here because did I get everything? Just make sure I got everything off my body. He's floating around somewhere, possibly. Or she, whatever you want to identify them as. But that, like, wraith-looking thing wrecked me. And there's something right there. Probably shouldn't go after it because this is where closer to where I think all of the meteorites fall and the harder monsters spawn. And it's quite possible that it's going to be a survival chest that I'm probably not high enough to open up anyways yet. It's actually a meteorite. So definitely not high enough. Trying to see where it says level 15 to open. That's a low level one, I feel. Okay. I hear something, I thought. I don't think that was me. But we are in possibly dangerous territory. Maybe that is just me in the way I'm moving. So, yeah, you can see that that is where the meteorite, or kind of the area is, so the monsters may come through and spawn out of here a little bit. It's a little bit further than I'm used to seeing them. Interesting. Is that a cave tunnel? Huh. Go over there and check that out. And I'm kind of in an Okay, I knew it was now. Level 4 up. I took level 9 out last time. Huh. Oh, air magic for some fur maybe or something? I think the air magic task is a little weird. I think you're supposed to get it off of owls, but then I think it triggers on some other creatures with fur as well. Light some magic because I can see it's about to get dark here soon. I'm trying to decide. Oh yeah, see? Oh, I'm glad I actually checked this out really quick. That's the campfire. That's my storage box. So you see the wraith or whatever killed me. Actually, it's probably so powerful it just did it all in one fell swoop. But totally destroyed my chest. And had I not caught that in time, you saw that all my items were out in the open And a bag of that would have decayed after like 10 more minutes. Okay. Let's, I can't put it anywhere else because I'm going to wait to overweight it. Oh, we'll just throw it there. And again, the things that I want in here, stuff I'm not really worried about losing. I'm really glad I didn't put some of the better stuff in there. All right, all should be fine. Let's see what food's at. Weight's still a little high, but not much I'm going to be able to do about that. Just a second. Drop my stone off, though. Okay. And, yeah. We somewhat survived. We made it through. We're moving on. Because death is an inevitable part of the game. I mean, unless you're just so awesome you can dodge everything. I just don't think you're taking a risk or really getting out there to explore then. But, yeah, you know, there are more than one way. There's many more than, wow, I can't speak right now. There are many more ways to play this game than the way I am playing it. It must have just been maybe the coloring of some of this mountain, but I thought, yeah, it must have just been the coloring and the siding. But we found a nice little cut through, which is interesting. I like it. Trying to just see where it goes. I don't want to go too far. We've already seen a handful of monsters that could wreck me and have wrecked me. Alright, well, don't waste your movement. Swing your sword as well. Just to slowly level up. And you never know what you'll get. Oh, that sounded like a monster. Oh, we definitely need fire. Don't try to... I'm going to make some healing runes, but really I just want to get fire damage on hits. Fire damage over time. Okay, well I heard... Oh, I only saw that the level 2 one died, but good. Looks like the other one died as well. These are just a great source for hide. You'll see really soon we'll need a lot. The mortar and pedestal, I think we need it, and then when we make the forge, we'll need it. So those are definitely want to have them ready for all of that. All right, good. Keep it up. Oh, let's definitely make our healing now. We only have enough for one. And let's put that on the quick bar so we have access to it. And this will help us heal over time until we can get potions or anything else. So I have to suffice. I just saw the little bunny rabbit thing. Just do what we can do. I mean, it's pretty much this or, you know, sitting and punching trees or crafting for these low levels and work it out, balance it, you know, keep yourself happy and enjoyed and enjoyable and fun for you. And then hopefully we'll slowly start to unlock a little bit more. I'd like to try to hit level 7. Ooh, I don't want to hit that thing as we're walking around. But I don't know how fast that's going to happen here. Unless I probably have to switch to something else. I don't want the enchanter. It's got something for ranged. That's probably Twine then. Make sure that fully casts and she summons before you switch. Yeah, I'll just go switch back and to range real quick and hit this Twine. And kind of level up this way. It won't take long for a low level. And it shouldn't take up. It shouldn't take up too much of weight because Twine isn't as bad as we would over the stone. see that our food and our water are getting kind of dangerously low. It'll go even faster the more we run, the more we work. So yeah, I'm trying to make my way back to at least our fireplace and then a little bit of the safety area. Really, I just need water to run down that lake. The range is only at 25. The straw work is also leveling up with this, which is very nice. I'll have those two both level up. I doubt that'll give me the bonus I need for all the way to 7, but it'll do a little bit. Oh, there's something again. Okay. Let me just take it down. Now, more of that in the next few minutes might actually get us somewhere. And they do, they can travel in not large packs, but with another one or two. You usually don't want to run into more than one, because I tend to run into them at low levels. But it's not to say a good old mob fight won't work out well for you. Am I short on for that? Looks like a little stone. We can get that easily with the axe. Okay. I put the axe on. Is that enough? No. Come on, equip. Oh, I still don't think that. Oh, it was enough. Okay, good. Stay from. What's that red glow? Ah, from up there. Okay. Really like the background of the sky. I really wish I had a better machine so I could pump up these graphics even more, but very, very nice. A little overweighted. Want to come down here and get some water. It looks like I'm probably going to stop things right here once I get a nice drink. But the very first beginning levels, and we'll come back and show you a little bit more here in just a moment. Thank you, and have fun playing games.